Delhi wants to work closely with interim government, says Indian Foreign Secretary. CA Yunus hints at announcement this month over reform and election process. Over 80,000 cops recruited in 15 years based on political ties, DMP Commissioner. Assalamu alaikum. This is Afran Jum welcoming you all to Evening News. You have just heard the Crown Cement headlines. Now let's move on to the details. India has reiterated its desire to work closely with the interim government of Bangladesh following the Foreign Office consultations held between the two countries today. Speaking at a media briefing after the meeting today, Indian Foreign Secretary Vikram Misri said this was reflected on a daily basis in the development projects executed on the ground and reflected in mutually beneficial engagements ranging from trade, commerce, connectivity, energy, etc. Therefore, he has underlined India's desire to work closely with the interim government of Bangladesh. He also said they had discussed recent issues and conveyed concern regarding issues related to the safety of minorities in Bangladesh.
I emphasized that India desires a positive, constructive and mutually beneficial relationship with Bangladesh. We have always seen in the past and we continue to see in the future this relationship as a people-centric and people-oriented relationship, one that has the benefit of all the people as its central motivational force.
Reiterating the importance of essential reforms before the national election, Chief Advisor Professor Mohammad Yunus has hinted that an announcement regarding the reform and election process will be made later this month. He said this outlining how it will proceed and meet the expectations in line with the vision for the new Bangladesh. In an interactive session with the envoys of European countries at the CA's office today, Professor Yunus referred to the Election Reform Commission and said certain reforms must be completed before the election to avoid old-fashioned problems. Yunus said they have to wait for the report to incorporate those proposals in the election process. He said there is a strong sense of unity that exists in Bangladesh despite some propaganda and misinformation campaigns against Bangladesh.
This is led by trying to take an opportunity to destabilize the country. The campaign both outside and inside campaign will begin, and this is a kind of very harmful to us. The Prime Minister who left the country, she's still speaking to the people of the country by television, by videos, by international presentation of our voices in, for example, in New York televisions and so on.
Chief Advisor Professor Mohammad Yunus has urged courageous and industrious women to spread their stories among all like Begum Rokeya. He said this while awarding the Rokeya Padak today.
তার কল্পনা শক্তি কাজের বর্ণনা করব না, সেটা অনেক বর্ণনা পেয়েছেন। তার কল্পনা শক্তি আমাকে অবাক করে এবং এই কল্পনা শক্তি আমাদের সবার আছে, কিন্তু আমরা বেগম রোকেয়ার মতো করে তাকে ব্যবহার করতে পারছি না। এখানে কেউ বাধা নেই, কল্পনাতে কারো কোনো বাধা নেই। বলতে পারবেন না সরকার আমাকে বাধা দিয়েছে, পরিবার আমাকে বাধা দিয়েছে, তা বলা যাবে না, কারণ এখানে বাধা নাই। কল্পনার শক্তি মানুষের সমস্ত শক্তির ঊর্ধ্বে।
Established to combat corruption, the Anti-Corruption Commission has gone on to become a tool for the Awami League government to suppress opposition to the ruling party. Over the past decade or so, the Commission has primarily targeted individuals opposing the incumbent government, while investigations into ruling party members' corruption rarely progress despite credible allegations. ACC has remained embarrassingly ineffective over the years. Law advisor Dr. Asif Nozrul and Dr. Iftekharuzaman, chief of the ACC Reform Commission, said this today.
3 কোটি টাকা ব্যাংকে থেকে 6 কোটি টাকা হয়েছে ওই টাকা কেউ টাচ করে নাই সেই জন্য 3 বারের সাবেক প্রধানমন্ত্রীকে 10 বছরের জেল দিয়ে দিয়েছে এই দেশের দুদক বিচার বিভাগ মিলে চোর প্রধানমন্ত্রী এই চোরের মুখের সামনে কেউ কোনো কথা বলতে পারতো না দুদক তার দাসে পরিণত হয়েছিল বিচার বিভাগ তার দাসে পরিণত হয়েছিল
After Sunday's road march in the capital, 3 BNP associate bodies, Jatiyotabadi Jubo Dol, Shetchashebok Dol and Chhatro Dol, will now stage a long march from Dhaka to Agartala on Wednesday to protest against Indian aggression. Jubo Dol's central president, Monai Munna, announced at a press conference at the BNP's Neapolitan central office today. He said they will begin their long march from Neapolitan at 8 a.m. on Wednesday, and it will end along the Akhaura-Indian border to protest the attack on Bangladesh mission in Agartala and the desecration of the country's national flag. The program is also meant to register protests against what they describe as an Indian plot to incite communal riots in Bangladesh and spread propaganda and misinformation against the country.
ভারতীয় মিথ্যা তথ্য সন্ত্রাসের প্রতিবাদ ভারতীয় আগ্রাসনের বিরুদ্ধে আমরা জনগণকে ঐক্যবদ্ধ করে আমরা ঢাকা থেকে আগরতলার অভিমুখে লং মার্চের ঘোষণা দিচ্ছি যেটা 11ই ডিসেম্বর আমরা পল্টন সকাল 8টায় পল্টন থেকে জমায়েত হয়ে আমরা এখান থেকে আমাদের লং মার্চ শান্তিপূর্ণ লং মার্চ আখাউড়া সীমান্ত পর্যন্ত আমরা যাব বাংলাদেশের সর্বস্তরের ছাত্র যুবক এবং স্বেচ্ছাসেবী জনতাকে এই লং মার্চে অংশগ্রহণের আহ্বান জানাচ্ছি
Over the past 15 years, more than 80,000 of roughly 200,000 strong police force were recruited based on their political affiliations. Dhaka Metropolitan Police Commissioner Sheikh Sajjad Ali said this during a press briefing today. He said he apologizes to the residents of Dhaka and the people of the country for DMP's activities that went beyond professional boundaries during the student public movement. He said officials have been transferred as punishment and disciplinary actions have been taken against the responsible officials over the unprofessional conduct of the DMP at that time.
বাসা থেকে বেরোলেই গত 15 বছরে যে রিক্রুটমেন্ট হয়েছে স্ক্রুটিনি করে উনি বা সে কোন দলের লোক তার বাবা কোন দলের লোক 2 লক্ষ পুলিশ অফিসার হয় তার ভিতরে 80 থেকে 90 হাজার এরূপ ভাবে রিক্রুটেড ঢাকাবাসীর সহযোগিতা ছাড়া আমাদের পক্ষে কিছুই করা সম্ভব হবে না সমাজ থেকে যদি প্রতিরোধ গড়ে তোলা না হয় আপনারা চাঁদা দিবেন না যারা চাঁদা নিতে আসে তারা কি করে আমরা দেখতে চাই
Before ending, let's have a look on the Crown Cement headlines once again. Delhi wants to work closely with interim government, says Indian Foreign Secretary. CA Yunus hints at announcement this month over reform and election process. Over 80,000 cops recruited in 15 years based on political ties, DMP Commissioner. And that's all from the newsroom for now. To know updates, videos of this bulletin, visit our website www.ntvbd.com. Besides, visit our YouTube and verified Facebook page for updates over NTV's all popular programs and bulletins. Our next bulletin, Shundhar Khobor, will be aired in Bangla at 7:30 p.m. Thank you for being with us. Have a good time.